Hi all, today I'll be discussing the Starters 253 Code Chef contest questions which took place this week. Question is Posh shopping. There is a shop with n items. Cost of ith item is C of I. The chef wants to buy at most 2 of these n items. So at the maximum, the max number of items chef can buy is equal to 2. This is given to us. Chef doesn't want to look poor. So if he decides to buy 2 items, the cost of second item must not be smaller than the cost of first item. So if he is going to buy C of I and C of I plus 1, C of I plus 1 should not be, the cost of C of I plus 1 should not be less than the cost of C of I. If chef decides to buy only one item, there is no such constraint. If the chef wants to buy only a single item with the max money, he can do that as well. Your task is to find the maximum amount of money chef can spend at the shop while buying at most 2 items. Okay. Let us understand the question with an example. For example, we are given the array as 2, 1, 6. Buying one item is allowed. So let us start with the single cost of an item. Let us check 2 and 1. Let us check with the first item. First we have 2. Next what we have 1. Can we take these 2? The condition says the next element should be greater than this element. The cost of it should be greater, but here it is less. We won't be taking 2, 1. So this won't be this will be out. Next, can we take 2, 6? 2, 6. 2 is less than 6. It satisfies the condition, and 2, 6. 2 plus 6 will be 8, and that will be available. So chef can spend it. Next, let's go to the next input, which is next element, which is 1. Here 1 and 6. This satisfies the condition where 6 is less than 1. So we can take a sum which is 7. But already in the previous step we got 2 and 6 sum as 8. So we compare the value with the current best. We take a maximum of the previous max and the current element, which will give us the maximum value. Next, here we can also take another example, which is another case which is single digit 6. Since he can buy this, since there is no constraint that chef can't buy a single item. So in this case we see that in the first case where we took 2, 6, we got 8. Next, when we took 1, 7, we got 7. And when we take a single of 6, we are getting 6. At the end, we are going to return the maximum value of these, which will be 8. So the maximum spent by the chef will be 8. Let us look at another example. Here, start with the first element as always. The first element is 10. So we can take 10, and since if you see in this case, beside 10, all the elements on the right side of 10, which are 4, 2 and 5, are all less than 10. So in this case, the first condition which we have is C of I should be less than C of j is not satisfied. Hence, in this we can only consider that the chef will buy only one item, and that cost is 10, which is the maximum. So we can say that is the answer. Let us look at another example. 2, 12, 7 and 8. Okay. Let us start by taking an answer which is the maximum of the array, which will be 12. So now we check with 12 and its adjacent element. In our maximum of the array, we store 12. Next, let us start from the first element. We take 2, check the elements on the right side of 2, which are 12, 7 and 8. All are greater, so we can check all the combinations. 2 plus 12 gives us 14. Next, 7 plus 2, 7, 8, 9. And 8 plus 2 gives us 10. 8 plus 2 gives us 10, yeah. So we'll check. Next, we check with the second one, where in the first case we got our maximum. In this case we got our maximum as 2 plus 12, which is 14. In the max we have 14. Okay. Next, we check with the next element, which is 12. If you see, the elements on the right side of 12 are less than it. So our first case, which is C of I should be less than C of j, does not get satisfied. Hence we don't consider these. So our max still remains 14. Now let us go to the next element. Here we have 7 and 8. 8 is greater than 7, so we can still check this. Now if we check, we have 7 plus 8 as 15. We have 15, and this 15 will be checked with our current max element, which is 14. So maximum of 14 and 15 will be returned. Max of 14 and 15, that is 15. So the maximum spend chef can make is 15. Let us look at the code. First we read the total number of test cases. Total test cases. Next, here we take the integer, we take the size of the array where it contains prices of total number of items. We are going to read all the prices. Next, in this first we are going to declare, as we have seen, we are going to take the maximum element, which can always be a single purchase done by the chef in our answer. Next, we are going to iterate through a for loop from I to n, and we are going to take a best value of 0 for each index. Next, we are going to run a j loop, which starts from I plus 1, because we are always checking C of I and C of j, where we are checking and we are always updating the best element as the maximum of the current best and the current element at which we are, current price which we are. And finally, we are checking if our current answer which is greater the best value which we have now, or the answer which we have previously gotten, and we are going to finally print the answer.